it's an amazing accomplishment by this year's University of Miami men's basketball team. We have great senior leadership, got a great group of guys. They've worked so hard to accomplish this. Last year we made it to the Elite Eight, and these guys were determined to take us to the Final Four. Not just the basketball team, but the whole university and Miami community. So we hope everyone will cheer us on next week in Houston.
You ready?
I'm ready, but my guys probably need a little bit of rest.
Coach, can you talk about the journey from the moment when you first got here to this moment today? Just did you envision this day?
Yeah, you know, when I accepted the job at the University of Miami, one of the reasons was the great success that our football and baseball programs have had. 5 national championships in football, 4 in baseball. And I felt any school that can do that in those 2 sports should be able to do it in basketball. We don't need quite as many guys. So my staff and I went about building the program. We won the ACC regular season and tournament in year 2. Got to the Sweet 16 a couple of more times. And then last year, the Elite Eight. And this year, we're headed to the Final Four. So we're very excited where we are, but we're also very excited about playing next Saturday.
Coach, what was the trip like back here? What was it like on the way back?
I think everybody slept. We were all exhausted. You know, the flight was supposed to take off at 8, didn't take off till 10:30. The moment everybody got on the plane, everybody went to sleep, except me.
Have you heard from a lot of people yourself, a lot of messages?
I had over 300 text messages and about 100 emails.
Do you think at all about the former guys that helped you guys get here?
Yeah, a lot of them reached out to me and texted me.
So Harry, here at 3 o'clock in the morning for a celebration unlike any other, huh?
You know, I'm an old man and I've dreamt about Final Fours and championships in basketball, and as close as we've been was the Elite Eight last year, which seemed like forever, but now it's a reality, and it's just an amazing accomplishment by Coach Larranaga and his team. What a team that was resilient and fought through every battle, and if one person was down, the other person picked them up. I mean, what an exciting time at the university.
You were mentioning to me what life was like when Miami basketball first came back in 1985. Give our listeners a taste of what it was like being in the James L. Knight Center in Miami Arena.
Well, I started going in 1992 every game, and I probably missed 2 games or less a year since then. I was the boosted president for 8 years through Perry Clark and Frank Haith. But I sat through a season, we were 0-18 in the Big East. And it was funny because I made shirts at the end of the season and said, oh, what a season, or 0 for 18. Some people got mad at me, going, no, don't be mad. It was a season I sat through, the players worked through, we're still here supporting them, but you got to start somewhere, you know, and Leonard Hamilton got this program to be recognized, and then he left, thank you, Michael Jordan, and, you know, now when Jim Larranaga came here, he told me that he was going to sell t-shirts, and that was 2013, and I laughed about it last week with him when he was going out to the tournament, and I didn't think we'd sell t-shirts like we are right now. It's pretty amazing.
When did you think things really changed, being a fan, being around this program? Was there a year, was there a player, was there a moment where this thing started heading in the direction it needed to?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can go back, there were so many great players that helped build this program back. It's just got the continuity of having a coach stay there and getting players that want to come here. And, you know, NIL or just Coach Larranaga's had the ability since before NIL to bring some really good players here. You got Jack McClinton, who just got inducted to the Hall of Fame, and you got guys that were coming back. They started building this. You know, look at the 2 kids that are playing in the league right now. They were 1-year guys, 2-year guys, but you know, we're bringing guys in. And Jordan Miller, I mean, probably one of the greatest games anyone's ever had. Perfect for the night. You know, I told him in the selection show that I thought he was the smoothest player I've ever seen play here. Everything he does look just like it's effortless. And the thing about this team is if a guy's down, there's someone else picking him up. And we've seen that every game so far. Guys have had their best games to help bring this team to where it is in the Final Four. Repeating, in the Final Four.
Coach L, is there some good story you can tell us? You mentioned the t-shirt conversation. Anything over the time that just made you feel like, man, this guy's different?
Well, I've been very fortunate to work his summer camps since the first year he got here, and he's building a future fan base, and some of them might even be here right tonight, because he treats the campers as future ticket holders, future supporters, and fans of the program. Invites them to the locker room and stuff like that, and he'd always come out when he opened his thing, "How you feel?" So I asked him in his office the other day, "How you feel?" And I think today he feels pretty damn good.